You guys have been asking for it and I haven't done it in a minute. It's the Bill Russell Challenge in NBA 2K. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We have to win 11 titles in 13 years and 8 of those 11 have to be consecutively. Yeah, it's one of the hardest challenges in NBA 2K. I've only completed it once back in 2K21. We're going to be using the Boston Celtics, who 2K does favor a little bit in the simulation. I feel like they've definitely favored the Celtics a little bit more in past 2Ks, like especially 2K20 and 2K19. They were my kryptonite for a while, and now it's like the Cavs. So we're taking control of this year's Celtics team. It would just be an amazing start if we could win it all in 2023. And obviously I can't make any moves to this team, so I'm going to try to make the best rotation possible, which means Sam Hauser's probably not going to be in it, nor is Mike Muscala. We're just going to be playing the Jays a ton. 40 minutes to Jaylen Brown, 42 to Tatum. We're starting Brogdon over Smart. We're also going to have Horford and Robert Williams in there, with Marcus, Derek, Grant, and Payton off the bench. We're 4-star balanced. Come on, Missoula. I need to win a championship. We're taking on the Heat in round 1, which is a tough matchup. We are up 3-1, and we end up winning in 6. Still got to win 3 more series. Tatum averaged 38.8 points in those 6 games. Now we got to take on Philly, man. This is a tough matchup. Obviously, Joel Embiid can be such a difference maker. But what's on our side is the Celtics have mainly owned the Sixers since Embiid has come into the league, and it's looking like we are going to sweep them. The Miami Heat put up a bigger fight than Philly against us. Tatum averaged 45 and 12 in that series. In the conference finals, we get the Cleveland Cavaliers, who, like I just said, they can be my kryptonite at sometimes. We win game 1 by 10, though. Shout out to Tatum. You know, he didn't shoot all that well from the field. Game 2 is going to go to the Celtics as well, just by 1 point. Al Horford. Big Al with a 30-piece. We do lose game 3 by 1, though. Wow. It could be easily 3-0 us or 2-1 them. Just the last 2 games being by 1 point is so huge. We do take a 3-1 lead, though. We beat them by 9. And here we go. Game 5. We lose. Okay. By 1 point. Oh, that's 2 games this series in which we lost by 1 point. But we do beat them in game 6. We blow them out. We're in the finals. Let's go. This would be so big to get off to a start right away in year 1. It's a rematch from the 2022 NBA Finals. Celtics Warriors. We blow the Warriors out in game 1. Tatum at 49. Game 2. We win this one as well by 22 points. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Game 3 is going to go to the Celtics by 22. Let's freaking go, man. Come on. Let's win it all in year 1. They end up winning game 5. I lied, game 4. I'm sorry. Game 5, we end up winning it. Let's freaking go, man. That's 1 title on the board. We just need to win 10 more in the next 12 years and 7 in a row. It's really crazy what Bill Russell did when he played for the Celtics. So we will not be owning our first round pick. That's going to go to the Pacers from the Malcolm Brogdon trade from the last offseason. The Pistons win the Wemby sweepstakes. We just won a title with Joe Mazzulla, but I kind of want to fire him. Those ratings are so bad. It scares me. But there's really, not a great candidate. We could bring back Will Hardy to the Celtics. All right, we'll see how Mazzulla does at the end of the season. So I'm going to trade Luke Cornett and Sam Hauser, as well as pick 33 to the Thunder for pick 17. So at least we have a first round pick to draft somebody. And that player is going to be Cason Wallace out of Kentucky. Wallace is a 75 overall. Gallo opts out. We're going to pick up the options on Muscala and Pritchard because we can trade those players. We're going to extend everybody the qualifying offer. Gallo, I'd even like to bring back on a 1-year deal because I could also include him in a trade as well. I do want to pay Grant, so let's wait to do that till after moratorium. Let's give him a 3-year deal. Sure, let's get that salary up. Like I said, I could also move Grant as well. I could sign Joe Ingles. Let's give him a 1-year deal. Oh my goodness. What? What is this trade offer? Does 2K like the Celtics that much? I'm going to get the worst trade offer ever. DeJounte Murray and a first for Gallo, Ingles, and Muscala. Oh my God. Oh my God. They have an 8-year-old behind the sticks controlling the Hawks. I'm in shock. I'm actually in shock right now. Well, we just said to DeJounte Murray, and while we might not be able to pay him next season, he's going to help us win a title this year more than Gallo was. And then we're going to trade Grant Williams and Payton Pritchard for Mitchell Robinson and a second, get some more big man depth. Kyrie Irving goes to Orlando, KP to the Spurs, Van Vliet to the Jazz. This is probably going to be our 9-man rotation. For the regular season, this is what the rotation is going to look like. Brogdon at the 1, Murray at the 2, Brown and Tatum at the forward spots, and then Williams at the 5. We have Smart, White, Robinson, Robinson and Wallace off the bench. Yeah, Al Horford retired, which is unfortunate. Another year under Joe Mazzulla. We're 4.5-star balance. Look how good of a fit Murray is. And I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2, unless I make a trade at the deadline. So we are finishing up the season with more than 65 wins. Unfortunately, Jaylen Brown wanted to test free agency. As we won 70 games, we go 70-12. I did tack on a year to Derek White's contract for about $10 million, and I did give Tatum 2 more years, tacked on to his already like 2/3 years left on his contract. But yeah, 70-12. We are going to be the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, going up against the Knicks in round 1. Looking at the stats from the season, we only had 1 All-Star, and that was Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown there with 23 points, 5.5 rebounds, 4 assists. There's DeJounte Murray, 19, 4.7, 4.6. Don't know if I'm going to pay him in free agency, but he's definitely going to help us hopefully win a championship this year. Casey Wallace had a pretty good rookie year too. So let's see what this rotation can do of Brogdon, Murray, Brown, Tatum, Williams. It's the same thing, just I've changed some of the minutes around. Did we go up to 5-star balance? That would have been sick. All right, don't lose to the Knicks in round 1. They've added Taylor Horton-Tucker, Trey Lyles, and Grant Williams, obviously, in that Mitchell Robinson deal. If we lost to them like in 1 game, I'd be like, okay, or like lost at least 1 game to them, I would have been like, all right, maybe we're not that good. No, we sweep them now. Let's go. Round 2 against Philly. We swept them last year, and we end up gentlemen sweeping them this year. Tatum, Brown, and Murray with 20 plus each in that series. Yeah, Tatum almost 35 points. Conference finals against the Cavs. Let's see what happens. We lose game 1. It's the Cavs, man. These pesky Cavs, they're so annoying. Oh my God. I hate them. I feel like I have to get like Donovan Mitchell from them just to like break up how good they are. Game 3, we win. Oof, that was must win. Game 4, also must win. There we go. We have a series now tied 2-2. Game 5, we win. Let's go. 3 in a row. Tatum with 52 in this game. Wow. All right. Game 6, we win. 4 in a row. Thankfully. Okay. Cavs, man, they're too good. We're going up against Jokic and the Nuggets in the NBA Finals. They beat the Jazz in 6. Jordan Noah starting at the 4. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Game 3, we win. Yeah, that team ain't better than the Cavs, who we just beat in 6. And we just won our 2nd title of the video in our 2nd year. Draft lottery time. Do we have our 1st round pick this year? We do. It's at 30. The Thunder have picks 1, 2, and 17. Mazzulla's contract is up. Now, I do think like most coaches would have won a championship with the roster we just had. You know what? I'm going to give Billy Donovan a 2-year deal to be our next head coach. I know Mazzulla just wins 2 championships and isn't brought back. So Robert Williams is getting unhappy, but I probably wouldn't move him till next offseason because like having an elite rim protecting center at 26 making $13 million a year is a steal. So Malcolm Brogdon has 1 year left on his deal. I wonder what's the highest pick in the draft I can get for him. Like, can I trade him to the Timberwolves for pick 5 so we can get like a highly talented rookie on that 4-year deal? They'd want my 2026 first. I get Dennis Schroeder. I'd also have to give them pick 30. Which is good with me. And then we could flip Schroeder as well because I'm not going to need him since I do have Marcus Smart. He's another player I could trade as the #1 overall pick was just traded for De'Aaron Fox. Whoa. So the first 4 picks were Wagner, Booker, Buzelis, and Collier. So let's see who I want to take here. I like the idea of Aaron Bradshaw with the 5th overall pick. And you know what? That's who I'm going to take. As I could feel better about trading away Robert Williams eventually if we could develop Bradshaw. And we ended up with Mark Armstrong in the 2nd round. So first, let's just see if I have bird rights on DeJounte Murray. We do. Now, obviously, I need to bring back Jaylen Brown. He's about to get a major deal from the Clippers. Now, if I front-loaded a 5-year deal with a player option, does he hate that? I feel like he's going to hate that. Yeah, he hates that. I mean, I'd always be able to move him, and we can give him that 5th year. So, you know what? Let's give him this contract. It's not maybe going to age the best, but we could always trade him, like I said. And it looks like he would accept that. 5 years, $247 million. Good Lord. Now, teams are pivoting to DeJounte, who I could also technically sign. You know what? I'm going to try to get him on a 3-year deal. I don't think I'm going to be able to front load it just because I think Minnesota's trying to get him right now. So I feel like he wouldn't accept that. Like, I'll give him this 3-year deal, even like a no, we'll just do no option. Would he accept this offer? Looks like he will. And yeah, we bring back DeJounte Murray. So I don't think we're going to run into any hard cap issues, at least this year or next year. So I could look to move Murray eventually, but I don't have to right now. And I can make him my point guard. I'm looking to get a little bit of draft capital for the future. So I'm trading Schroeder for the Kings 2026 first. Tatum's at 97 overall. We got Brown going up. Same with Murray, Williams, Smart, Robinson, and White. So I guess like having Robinson, Bradshaw, and Williams is a little bit excessive. But we could just play Bradshaw like 10 or so minutes a night just for his rookie season, develop, get maybe up an overall or two, not play in the playoffs, and then maybe I move Williams next offseason. I'd love to be able to draft Ian Jackson in this upcoming class. Actually, no, Bradshaw is probably going to get notable minutes. So we do lack wings, I feel like. I don't know. So like right now I'm doing Murray, White, Brown, Tatum, and Williams. I just don't like Marcus Smart's efficiency in 2K. So he's going to get 25 minutes off the bench. Mitch Robb can get 20. Let's do 37 to the Jays for the regular season. We can do 34 to Murray, 25 to Derek White. We could do maybe 15 to Bradshaw. I'd like to keep developing Casey Wallace as well, so let's get him up to 19. System proficiency is 4.5 star balanced under Donovan. I expect to be the best team in the Eastern Conference again. If not, I'll see you guys at the deadline if I'm going to make a move, but I think we should be okay. There we go. Jason Tatum wins MVP 30, 10, 5, 1.5, 50, 40, 90 season as well. Well, 50, 40, 89 season, I should say. We go 74 and 8. I swear to God, if Cleveland beats me after winning 74 games, I will cry. As Jaylen Brown 25, 6, and 5. What a season for JB. DeJounte Murray, 21, 4.7, only 4.9 assists. Thought he would average a little bit more. Maybe we trade him for like more of a true point guard in the offseason. But hey, we just won 74 games. I don't want to break it up too much. This will be Robert Williams' most likely final playoff run for us because I'm not going to pay him $30 million. And I am excited to see like Aaron Bradshaw possibly as our starting center next year. So for the playoffs, it's basically just going to look like this unless I want to make any in-series adjustments. We're taking on Philly in round 1. We have beaten them the last 2 playoff runs. Can we make it 3 in a row? That'd be nice. They are an 8 seed and we just won 74 games. But we do sweep them. I'm just waiting for 2K to screw me over because we're trying to get that 3rd straight title because I got to win 8 in a row. So like if you win like your first 5 and then lose your 6th, the challenge is basically over because you can't win 8 in a row in 13 seasons. Can we beat the Hawks here in advance of the conference finals? Boom. There we go. Gotta beat Cleveland again. Jason Tatum averaged almost 40 points in that Hawks series. Here we go. Cleveland still has a great team. Their bench is a little bit weak. Our bench is definitely better than theirs. I'm scared to simulate the round. I feel like I got to do game by game. We are up 3-0. All right. We're 12-0 in the playoffs. Jaylen Brown with 35, 8, and 6. I'm like, what's going to eventually come is like Brown and like at least Brown a year sooner is they're going to get north of 30. And then I'm going to have to think about, okay, I got to trade like these guys while they're at their peak trade value for somebody at a younger, like I guess age I want to say, and have them in their prime. So are we going to be taking on OKC or Dallas? It's going to be OKC in the finals. They're led by Shea, Giddey, Brandon Miller, who they took at 3, Collins, Chet. Oh my God, they have De'Aaron Fox, Jalen Williams. Oh my God, that's a good team. Game 1, we lost by 2. Our first playoff loss is in the finals. We do win game 2. Okay. Game 3, we win. Game 4, oh my God, okay. Come on, let's win in 5. We win 4 in a row. That was scary, not gonna lie. So we won it all with Billy Donovan. Makes me feel a little bit less bad about getting rid of Mazzulla. 2025 draft, we do not have a first round pick, but I could use Robert Williams to get a first round pick because we're picking just at 30 right now. All right, so I'm gonna trade Robert Williams to the Rockets, get him out of the Eastern Conference for pick 6 and the Brooklyn's pick next year as well. So it's not like we're getting the Rockets pick and we're helping making them better. We're getting the Nets pick, so completely different. And then I'm gonna trade Mitchell Robinson to the Thunder for a 2026 unprotected first via the Clippers and the Thunder's 2027 first, unless I'd prefer to get the Rockets first. I think the Rockets are going to be pretty good. Like, no way you'd give me this pick as well, pick 7 in this draft. Yeah, they would want that pick. I would give you 30, 45, and my first rounder next year, which I don't have. So I'll give you my 2027 first. Would you do this? They would want 2 seconds. Boom. There we go. So now we have picks 6 and 7 in this draft. I'm sure Ian Jackson's going to be off the board. No, let's go. I can get the guy I wanted. I thought he was going to go. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Hell yeah. And then we're going to get Boris Bagayoko. I'm just going to call him probably Boris throughout this video. Trey Johnson was the #1 overall pick. Pretty good. So yeah, let's sign Jackson. Let's sign Bagayoko. I guess I can easily say his last name. Pick up the team options on Casey Wallace and Mark Armstrong. DeJounte Murray does have 2 years left on his contract, so I can look to move him next offseason, get him in his age 29 year. All right, we're going to be trading Marcus Smart to the Magic for Bol Bol, who's making about 17 mil this year and next year, so I could move him next offseason, and I get an unprotected pick from the Magic in 2028. Player progression, we see Kaysen improving a little bit, Bradshaw a little bit as well, and Bol Bol. So it's going to be Murray, Brown, Tatum, Bol Bol, and Bradshaw in the starting 5 with the bench of Casey Wallace, Ian Jackson, Derek White, and Bagayoko. 4.5 star balanced. And let's see how we do in year 4. Okay, I'm going to try to make a major trade deadline move. I don't want to trade this Kings pick, but I'm going to try to do something like Murray for Halliburton. They really want that Kings pick, but instead, I will give you... Can I make protections on any of these? So I'll give you the Nets unprotected. They're like 2 games under 500. What about the Clippers unprotected? Does that get it done? They would want my pick in 2028. I'd take on Derek Jones, who I can move in the offseason for possibly that pick back. Sure, let's do it. So yeah, now we'll have Tyrese Halliburton as our starting point guard for the next few seasons. I'm going to give Derek White just a 1-year extension so I could trade him in the offseason. LaMelo Ball is your MVP. Sidney Cisco is your Rookie of the Year. De'Aaron Fox, 6 Man of the Year in OKC. We go 65-17. 9 less wins this year, which still makes us the 1 seed in the East. The Cavs fell off a little bit. I wonder if they ended up losing Donovan Mitchell. Tatum still having great years. Same with Jaylen Brown. Halliburton, 10 assists. Cason Wallace was really good as well as our 6 man this year. Aaron Bradshaw and Bol Bol both struggled, which scares me a little bit for the playoffs, not gonna lie. So I think they're each gonna get like 24 minutes a night, maybe even less than that. You know what? I think I might even start Bagayoko over Aaron Bradshaw. Damn, I'm just really disappointed with his season. Cason Wallace, 27. We'll do 23 to Ian Jackson. I would like to go 38 to Brown and then 39 to Tatum. So we're taking on the Pacers in round 1. We're going to be going up against DeJounte Murray. This should be a sweep, and it is. Now we have Cleveland in round 2, who don't have Donovan Mitchell anymore, but they do have Davion Mitchell now, as Tatum and Brown led the way in round 1. Can we beat the Cavs here in round 2? One game 1, which scares me. We're up 3-1 though. We're going to a game 6. We end up winning in 6. All right, a little bit of a scare there in round 2. Brown averaged 30. And we're taking on the Pistons, who have Cade, Ivy, and Franz, and Kawhi. Oh my God, and Wemby. That's good. Holy crap, I think they're going to beat us. I don't feel confident about winning this series. We do win game 1 by a lot. Cason Wallace hits 8 threes. Game 2, we do lose by 3 points. Both teams scored under 100. Game 3, we end up winning by 14. Game 4, we lose. Oh, we have a good series on our hands. Come on, don't lose game 5. We win game 5. That is massive. Come on, go to the NBA Finals, win in 6. No, we're going to a game 7. Ian Jackson's been solid in the playoffs, but I'm going to lower his minutes a little bit. I might even... No, Bobo's been fine. Bagayoko's been fine as well. I just want Brown and Tatum to each get 40 a night. So, game 7, season on the line right here. Challenge basically on the line. Let's not lose this. Good first quarter. What is that second quarter? Oh my God. All right, well, it's not done yet. We're down by 7. Can we not be down by 13? Oh my God, we're down by 19. We're going to lose. Why do we get blown out? We're down by 5. Let me chill. Let me relax. Come on. Let's win this game. Down by 5. Down by 4. Down by 10. What the hell, man? Oh my God, we're down by 16. And we lost 138-118. So the challenge is still alive. That sucks, though. We ended up losing in 7. I mean, I gotta build a squad that's better than that Thunder team. Hopefully, they're not able to re-sign everybody when that time comes. They lost to the Thunder in 5 as well in the final. So we have now won 3 championships in 4 years. We basically have 9 years left, and I still have to do the 8 in a row. All right, we're picking a couple times in this lottery. Projected at pick 12 and pick 11. Also at pick 10. Come on, let one of those get lucky, please. Yes, one of them does get lucky. I think that Kings pick one from 10 to 3, and we still have 11 and 12 in this draft. Billy Donovan's contract is up. If there's a stud, yeah, like a Steve Kerr, I'm going to try to sign him. I'm going to offer Budenholzer a deal. Anybody else that wants a deal? Yep, Quinn Snyder, you could take an offer. Nick Nurse, you could take an offer. Monty Williams, oh my God, it's a loaded coach free agency right now. Rick Carlisle as well. I never have luck with him in 2K. Dwayne Casey's here. All right, so we get basically everybody but Steve Kerr. I'm going to go out and I think sign Quinn Snyder. He has the best ratings. Him or Budenholzer? You know what? I'll sign Mike Budenholzer. So Tatum has 1 year left on his deal. Okay, we're going to have to work out an extension with him. All right, so I'm going to trade Derek White to the Magic for their first round pick next year and Jock Landale. We're going to trade Bol Bol for Nick Richards and a Bucks unprotected 2028 first. And then we're going to package Derek Jones Jr. and Nick Richards for Killian Hayes and pick 13. And then I'm going to try to package, 11, 12, 13, 2 seconds and Hayes for pick 2. They say yes to that. So now we have picks 2, 3, and Mr. Irrelevant in this draft. Let's see who goes number 1. It's Cooper Flagg. Oh, this guy's a beast in 2K. Well, not going to end up with him. But we're going to end up with Cameron Boozer. the son of Carlos Boozer, and then we're going to end up with LeBron James's son, Bryce James here. Yeah, Boozer, I can't believe maybe he fell to me yet too. That looks like an insane pick for us. And then we ended up getting Bryce Jackson with Mr. Irrelevant. Casey Wallace and Aaron Bradshaw are going to get, I'm going to pick up their team options. Wallace, I believe, is going to be a free agent next season, restricted, but he's probably somebody I'm going to get back on the qualifying offer. I don't believe we have any notable free agents. Now, we could look for an upgrade at the center position, but I can hope that Aaron Bradshaw is a little bit better next year. And I'm going to move Jock Landale for a Wizards water protected pick in 27. So that means next year we have a Wizards water protected pick and a Magic pick, and then 2028 we have a Bucks and Magic pick. We also have a ton of money in trade exceptions, but I probably won't be using those. As KD goes to the Heat, Curry to the Jazz, LeBron at 41 to the Bulls, so he's playing in the league with Bryce James as well as Bronny. Fox stays with the Thunder. Triple J stays with Memphis. Banchero stays with Orlando. Jimmy Butler goes to Indiana. Josh Giddey went to Portland as well. Tatum's up to a 98. Ian Jackson already at an 84. Bro, shout out to Joda Kelmer, man. Like, the guy that has the top draft classes on Xbox Series X, because there's a 2027 one. All right, so the rotation is going to be Halliburton, Brown, Tatum, Boozer, Bagayoko, Ian Jackson, Aaron Bradshaw, Casey Wallace, and then Bryce James off the bench. We're 4.5-star balanced. I don't think I'm going to make any trades at the deadline. Let's just re-sign Jason Tatum. Or do I wait till... Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get in the offseason. Yeah, we're probably going to have to shed a little bit of salary this summer. Well, Jason Tatum just won another MVP award. Cameron Boozer got Rookie of the Year. This guy's going to be so good. Already at 85 overall. We went 76-6. Like, my best record yet. Could I just low-key go 82-0 in this challenge? Halliburton average a double-double. You love to see it. And yeah, like Tatum winning MVP, which is nice. So let's see how I want to make this playoff rotation. Bryce James did shoot 39 from 3, but he's probably only going to get like 12 minutes for us in the playoffs. Casey Wallace, man, I feel like he deserves a decent amount. Bradshaw played better in year 3, but I'm going to lower him down to 20 minutes. Ian Jackson, man, he's really good. He was 50, 40, 90. He'll get 25 minutes as our 6th man. Bagayoko, 1.5 steals a night, which is nice. 62% from the field. I feel like him and Boozer can get 27 apiece. 37 to Tatum, 35 to Brown, 35 to Halliburton, and we could probably just do 39 to Tatum. So we're taking on the Miami Heat in round 1, who have Cole, Hero, Levine, KD, Miles Turner. It's actually a really good starting 5 as an 8 seed, but we are going to sweep them in round 1. We could theoretically not win it all this year, but this is the year not to win it all, because then we would have 8 seasons left to win 8 championships. Can we beat the Hornets, who are led by LaMelo Ball and Jalen Green in round 2, and then have Bam? Woo, all right, that's pretty good. But we are going to win in 5. Now we have Cleveland in the conference finals. Thank God they beat Detroit for me. Did Detroit get any worse? They did lose whoever their small forward was. No, they didn't. Wait, what? They're Franz. They still have Kawhi, but he's regressed. What? They Markkanen? Thank you for beating them, Cleveland. And we are in the finals once again. Tatum goes off in those 4 games. We're taking on Steph Curry and the Utah Jazz. Tatum was our leading scorer in round 1, in round 2, and in round 3. Celtics Jazz, the Danny Ainge series. Let's see if we could beat them. It's a good, I would say, young team besides Steph, because like Trey Johnson's a beast. You have Dyson Daniels, you have Sidi Sissoko, you have Collins and Kessler. But let's beat the Jazz, and we end up winning in 5. So we are back on track. Let's go. Big retirement class here. LeBron, KD, Holiday, Vooch. KD and LeBron heads to the Hall of Fame. It'd be wild if they retired at the same time, especially because LeBron was drafted 4 years earlier. So do we have any lottery picks this year that are going to go our way? We do not, unfortunately. The 2 teams that we had were the Wizards and the Magic, and it's at 16 and 19. So Jaylen Brown, 30 years old, making 53 mil. Do I make the big decision to move on from him? You know what? I think I'm going to. We're going to trade Brown and I guess this pick in 2029 for Eli Ellis, who was just drafted. I could eventually move him or play him. But yeah, I'm going to get the #1 overall pick here in the 2027 draft. We're going to save like $40 million making this move. And yeah, Jaylen Brown's career in Boston is done. He was drafted in 2016. I trade him in the 2027 offseason. I don't even know if this is a real player or not, but we're getting Chris Washington Jr. with the #1 pick. At 16, we're getting Irvin Bowman. And at 18, I'm going to take Frederick McCoud or McCoyd. So he's an 82 overall at the age of 19. Let's sign all 3 of these guys. Pick up the team option on Bradshaw, Bagayoko, and Ian Jackson. Casey Wallace, and just Casey Wallace, I'm going to extend the qualifying offer too. So if we look at our updated salary cap breakdown, Tatum's going to be making a lot of money these next 4 seasons. Washington will as well, but we got him, Boozer, James, even Jackson and Bagayoko under control for a little bit more time. Bradshaw and Halliburton are going to be free agents next year. Like, Luka's demanding for $60 million, and he just got $53 million. Wallace at 23 seems like a steal. All right, so we're on day 9. I want to see if I can get Case and Wallace out, like, on a steal of a deal. So we're going to front load it. give him 4 years, and I think okay, he's going to decline that right now, but don't worry, we're going to get it done. On day 11, I'm going to offer him a 3-year deal and front load it. I might have to give him a little bit more money. Yeah, I'll just give him basically what I just offered, and he will probably accept that, and we get him on a steal. So player progression, Tatum is 29. I don't think I'm going to move him just yet. Like him and Halliburton, I think like Boozer could be a 90 overall soon, and Ian Jackson, like we're going to be okay. Finally going to auto-generate the draft classes. We've won 4 titles in 5 years. I got to win 7 titles in the next 8 years, and those 7 have to be in a row. So we're going to have Chris Washington Jr. and Bryce James get 17 minutes apiece. I could potentially move Aaron Bradshaw at the deadline. I want to give Cameron Boozer 30 minutes a night, 35 to Tatum. They want to do Wallace at the 1 and Halliburton at the 2. Honestly, I don't hate that. So we could do 34 to Halliburton, 37 to Tatum, 27 to Case and Wallace. I'll probably like monitor this team to see if I need to make it the move at the deadline. But if not, we could be making a run to win our 2nd straight championship. All right, so we're going to lock in. No face cam. I'm going to extend Halliburton for 4 years. It's all I could do right now. I would have loved to give him just like a 2-year deal, but we have to give him a 4-year deal. I don't know how much longer he's going to be here for, but we had to get that deal done. Aaron Bradshaw is a free agent at the end of the year. He's most likely just going to I'm going to let him walk unless we get him back on the qualifying offer. Everybody else either it has fully guaranteed contract next year or a team option. Darius Garland takes home another MVP. We still go 72-10 with no Jaylen Brown. That leaves us as the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Jason Tatum was our leading scorer, followed by Cameron Boozer, Tyrese Halliburton, Cason Wallace, Ian Jackson, and Chris Washington Jr. We are looking for our 2nd straight championship. We're going up against the Orlando Magic in round 1. They have City Cisco. They have David Castillo, Markelle Fultz, Paolo Banchero, Mark Williams. So they got a couple Duke front court players right there that played together at Duke, and the Celtics are going to sweep them. Shout out to Jason Tatum, averaging 30 in that series. Now we're taking on the Brooklyn Nets. They have Dinwiddie, Mikal Bridges, Nasir Cunningham, Bol Bol, Jalen Duren, Claxton off the bench, Derek White, Dante DiVincenzo. So in Bol Bol and Derek White's case, couple former Celtics. Let's see if we can defeat them and go to the conference finals. Yep, we went in 5. Now it's we're going to be going up against DeJounte Murray, who just played here in Boston, Tyrese Halliburton's old team. They have Augustine Ball. Oh, he's really good. I don't think he's part of the Ball family. Jalen Suggs, Mackenzie Mbako, Miles Bridges, Wendell Carter Jr. It's a solid roster. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3, and it looks like we are going to be going to the NBA Finals. We go 12-1 in the East. We're going to be taking on the Blazers, who are led by Josh Giddey, Nick Smith, Patrick Williams, Darius Bazley, Mitchell Robinson, another former Celtic. Game 1, we actually do end up losing. We gave up 50 points in the 4th. Are you kidding me? All right, let's not go down 2-0, please, and we end up winning game 2. We win game 3. We win game 4, and we are going to win in 5. All right, that was scary. That was Tatum gets another Finals MVP to his resume. DeRozan, Kawhi, Middleton all retiring. Kawhi is the lone Hall of Famer. Klay and Draymond get their jerseys retired by the Warriors. We do have the 8th projected pick via the Bucks. Can it get lucky in the lottery? Yes, it can. Let's go. It goes from 8 to 4. We also have the 16th pick via Orlando. The Pacers have our pick at 30. All right, I'm going to be trading pick 16 to Philadelphia for their unprotected first next year. I want to see if I could trade Frederick McCoy and Irving Bowman for 2 future firsts from the Suns. They say no. What about instead of the 2030, I took the 2032 one from you? They say no to that. I would give you my first. I can't really trade my first. What about just 2 seconds? And that gets it done. So with the 4th overall pick, I'm going to select Chuck Curry. I was hoping Cody Carroll was going to fall to me. We're going to sign Curry here. Let's go to team player options where we have Cameron Boozer, Ian Jackson, Barris Bagiaco, Bryce James, and Eli Ellis coming back. We'll give Bradshaw and Armstrong the qualifying offers, but I'm not re-signing them or matching them. But I guess if they come back on the queue, I'll take it. Bradshaw wants $38 million. Get out of here. And I think we're going to get them both back on the qualifying offer, which I guess is just like an added bonus to us as Giannis joins the Mavericks. And then Zion goes to Milwaukee. Darius Garland to the Clippers. He leaves the Eastern Conference. Wow. And we get Armstrong and Bradshaw back on the qualifying offers. I could look to trade them. I'm going to trade Aaron Bradshaw to the Timberwolves for Jonathan Isaac and a first round pick in 3 drafts from now. Then I'm going to move Mark Armstrong for Jamar Robinson Earl and a first rounder from the Thunder in 3 drafts from now. So I want to see what Chris Washington can probably do playing some more minutes to Bagayoko because he could be our starting center for the future. Jerry or Isaac, they're not going to play. I do want to give Chuck Curry, who we just drafted 4th overall, about 15 minutes. Bryce James about 20, 27 to Washington and Jackson. We could do about like 26 to Bagayoko, 33 to Boozer, 35 to Tatum. This is fine for the regular season, and we could make adjustments come playoff time. And then I'll see you guys if I make a trade at the deadline, but if we're the 1 seed in the East, probably not going to make a move. With Darius Garland gone, Donovan Mitchell wins MVP in Cleveland. We have Kate Boozer. You related to Cameron Boozer as your rookie of the year. We got Chris Washington Jr. as your 6th man of the year. Yeah, he's got to start for us at the 5 next year. He is a weak rebounder, though, which scares me a little bit. Tatum was almost overthrown by Cameron Boozer as our leading scorer. Halliburton with 10.8 assists. All right, we have the Orlando Magic in round 1. Fultz, Jovic, Banchero, Mark Williams. Kind of similar faces that we saw last year, as we should beat them and move on to round 2. Boom, there we go. Tatum averaged 30 in that series. Now we're taking on Milwaukee, who don't have Giannis, but they have the Ant-Man and Zion, 2 former #1 picks. They also have Jaden McDaniels, Gregory Jackson, Kate Boozer, who just won Rookie of the Year, and Tari Eason. Does not matter, though. We win in 5. Now we're taking on the Cavs, who don't have Garland anymore. They still have Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Donovan Mitchell, though. And Mitchell is your MVP. We sweep them. Cameron Boozer is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. De'Aaron Fox, still in OKC, was your Western Conference Finals MVP. They have Mark Armstrong, who's actually playing now that he's not here. Brandon Miller, Xavier Booker, Holmgren, KJ Evans, Nick Richards, TJ Powers. Don't have Shea. Don't have Josh Giddey. Like I said, they do have De'Aaron Fox. Oh my God, I thought we were going to lose that. We went down 2-0, and then we end up winning 4-2. We won 4 in a row. Tatum is your Finals MVP. That scared the crap out of me. Loaded Hall of Fame class with PG, Dame, Harden, and Curry. Draft lottery results, and we have the 7th pick via the Suns, who we got from them last offseason. We also have 25 via Philly. I traded the 16th overall pick for that, so that did not work out. All right, I'm going to try that strat I did last year. I moved from 16 to 25 a year later. We're going to try to trade this Philly pick for a 2031 top 3 protected pick from the Spurs. Hopefully, it's better than where it's at right now. As the Pacers trade the 2nd overall pick, or was it the 1st? Wait, I thought somebody got drafted for Zach LaVine and Dalen Terry. What? They just traded Fredrickson for LaVine. I mean, looking at Fredrickson, I guess it's a good trade, but what just happened? So yeah, Lance Armstrong, the cyclist, would have been the best pick, it looks like. I'm 100% going with Stephon Finley. Not rated as high, but already an 80 overall at the age of 19. That's a no-brainer. So yeah, Stephon Finley, we're going to sign him. 77 overall, though. I think I've been bamboozled. Ian Jackson and Bagayako are free agents. I would actually re-sign Ian Jackson, but Bagayako, I think we could let walk. Isaac, I'm definitely going to let walk. Yeah, he wants 39 mil. He wants 40 mil. All right, we'll revisit these on the last day of free agency. All right, so we're towards the end of free agency. That's a lot of money for Ian Jackson. I think if I can front load that, just lower it a tad, I'm going to give it to him. Bagayako, I guess we're going to get back on the qualifying offer, which is pretty sweet. I mean, now if I offered Ian Jackson a deal, no, it wouldn't be any less. All right, so let's get him on that massive 5-year deal. Bagayako comes back on the qualifying offer, about $13 million. So we could look to trade him if we wanted to. We are going to run out of money soon. I got to decide about Tatum. I got to decide about Halliburton. I'm okay with Ian Jackson getting paid. All right, so I'm not going to bring back Bagayako next year, so I'm going to trade him to Miami for their unprotected first. They're not supposed to be good this year, and I get Moses Moody in this deal. And I'm going to trade Moody and Eli Ellis for Zubats and Wiles. I could move Wiles in the offseason. Zubats will be most likely a rental, which is fine. I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and let's hope that we can win another one. Holy crap, I do not want to play the Nets in the playoffs. Nasir Cunningham, an absolute insane scoring season, just under 35 points a night, 8 rebounds, 4.8 assists. We did go 68-14 to get the 1 seed in the East. I think Tatum will get traded in this offseason, unfortunately. All right, let's hope for the best. I'm simulating the playoffs right now, so we are going to sweep the Pacers. We are going to lose to Philly. Oh my God, why'd I do that? No. Why'd I do that? Well, just like that, the challenge is unfortunately over. The Warriors win it all. Wow. Because it would be impossible for me to win 8 in a row in that 13-year span, since I lost 2, and those 2 coming in year 4 and year 8. So we won 6 titles in 8 years. That's brutal, man. I do want to do one more season, though. I wanted to see what this team will look like post Jason Tatum. That's just 2K playoff luck, though, man. Like, if you watched my Bulls 10-year live stream, I haven't seen worse playoff luck than that video, like, in my lifetime. So, are we going to get the 4th pick in the draft? Nope, it falls to 6. Mike Budenholzer did so well for us. He is a free agent. I'm going to bring him back, though, unless he retired, but I don't think he did. Oh, wait. He retired? Are you kidding me, Budenholzer? Oh my goodness. Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that. So let's go after Quinn Snyder. I will also offer Nick Nurse a deal. I don't know why you wouldn't choose the Celtics. We've been the best team in the league for so long. And then I'll offer Mike Brown a deal if they don't sign with me. And they didn't. So Mike Brown, you're going to be our head coach for the final year. Damn, like this team is so stacked too. All right, we're going to be trading Tyrese Halliburton and a future first-round pick for Asah Newell, who's an absolute superstar with the Knicks, and it's going to be my 2032 first. So we ended up with Del Farrell with the 6th pick and Jim Weber with the 29th pick. Neither of them were all that great. I do want to see what I can get for Tatum, though. I didn't get any offers before the draft. Now I'll get 5. So Anthony Edwards and Gafford. I mean, Ant-Man is 4 years younger. We can get Giogas. Okay, I guess this guy was just the 2nd overall pick. And Jeremy Shohan. I don't know if I want to do that. We could bring back DeJounte Murray. No, thank you. Paolo Banchero is kind of a sick option. He is 5 years younger. Or Jabari Smith. You know what? Jabari Smith's a high overall. Let's bring him in. Now we have a problem, though, because I have way too many forwards. We have Cameron Boozer. We have Asah Newell. We have Chris Washington. And we have Jabari Smith. So I think I might actually flip Jabari Smith and Joel Jennings for Jaden Ivey and Dion Cotton. All right, I'm going to bring back Zubats on a 1-year deal because I could trade him. I'm going to pay Cameron Boozer whatever he wants. And I guess Bryce James as well if it's the final year. Boozer gets a deal from the Warriors. That's the first time in a while somebody got a deal that I had a match, but we're obviously going to match his deal. All right, Bryce James we can't afford, so I'm just hoping to get him back on the qualifying offer. And yeah, we are going to get him back on that $10.97 million qualifying offer. So we kind of need an upgrade at the point guard position. So could I move Bryce James, Zubats? It's just they're not making too much money, and if I did, like, maybe Farrell, or we could do Cotton, who we just traded for. Wow, I really butchered that Farrell pick. We could get Anthony Black to play the point guard position for us. He's a little bit of an upgrade over Cason Wallace. We could get Robert Dillingham. Ooh, I like that option. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this trade right now. I mean, this team could win 75 games next year. So it's going to be Dillingham, Ivy, Jackson, Washington. Man, this team is really good. I guess, like, I don't really want Finley playing that much. We just have like so many true power forwards on this team. I was hoping for balance to be 5 stars, but I don't think we're gonna hit it. So Chris Washington Jr. is your MVP. This guy's at 95 overall at the age of 22. Well, there's Bears Bagiaka winning deep point, of course, once he leaves Boston, or I guess 2 years since he's left us. We went 73-9 under Mike Brown. We are the 1 seed again in the East. Come on, let's go out on a good note. We're taking on the Milwaukee Bucks in round 1. Man, that's a good team. Like Trey Johnson, Anthony Edwards, Zion Williamson. Who beat us last year? Was it Philly that beat us last year in round 2? I don't remember. I think it actually wasn't. Oh my God, they have Luka, Daniels, Cooper Flagg, Miles Turner, Maxey off the bench, Herb Jones. The talent in this game right now, in this save, is absurd. We are going to beat them in 5, though. We advance to the conference finals to take on the Chicago Bulls, who are led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't think, we were going to lose to that team. And Chris Washington wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Cade Cunningham wins Western Conference Finals MVP. They're led by Cade, Hampton, Mather, and Keegan Murray. It's a pretty young team. Well, I guess a young team in real life, but these guys are probably north of 30 now. We end up taking home game 1. We win 136-98. Cameron Boozer with 23 points. Game 2, we lose. All right, by 5. They heard me talking kind of down on them. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we win. There we go. So, like, where was this dominance last year? I feel like we got worse this year. I guess, like, some guys like Washington and Boozer and Jackson developed, and we made some good trades. But I traded away Tatum and Halliburton. So, I don't know how this team ended up getting better. Or maybe if you want to complete these challenges where you have to win so many titles in a row, don't simulate the playoffs 1 by 1. Maybe your sim luck is worse than that. But like using these draft classes was super fun. Like Ian Jackson, I haven't really, okay, that was just like the worst animation ever, but just using him was fun. Like Chris Washington, that dude is an absolute stud. Cameron Boozer, Asah Newell as well. Like just kind of absurd talent that we have on this team, especially at the power forward spot. I've never seen a position more loaded in this game. Like we have 3 of them with Boozer, Washington, Newell. Then you have like Paolo Banchero, you have Jabari Smith, who we traded for. Chris Washington, the pick and roll. Yeah, this guy is your MVP. And it's crazy to see that, like, Carl Boozer's son, Cameron Boozer's like that. Like, he's going to be one of the top prospects coming into his recruiting class. Cameron Boozer, 15 points in this game as well. He has an A+3. That's absurd. Can I hit a step back 3 with him? If he hits this, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, my God. So Chris Washington Jr. is your finals MVP. We ended up winning 7 titles in 9 years, but unfortunately, we did not complete the Bill Russell challenge today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know down below what challenge we should attempt next. You can also take a look at the other links in my description, as well as my NFL channel, my NBA Talk channel, my TikTok, my newsletter, my podcast. All those links are in the description, as well as my Twitter. And thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.